Hi students, welcome back. In the last video, we have seen different types of chemical reactions. In this video, we are going to deal with different types of chemical reactions that are involving with energy, redox reaction, corrosion and rancidity. These four topics we are going to deal in this video. What are the different types of reactions that are involving energy? There are two different types of reactions. Those are endothermic and exothermic. What is an endothermic reaction? Endothermic reaction in which energy is supplied along with the formation of products are called endothermic reactions. We'll understand this definition with example. This example you can see here. It is performed in all the plants. This is nothing but as photosynthesis. 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives rise to C6H12O6 plus 6O2. If you see in each and every plant, this photosynthesis should be taken place. Energy that is supplied in the form of carbon dioxide as well as water. These two reactants in the form of energy that is giving supplication to all the parts of the plant in order to get the products glucose and oxygen. This process is known as endothermic reaction. Now coming to exothermic reaction. What is an exothermic reaction? The reaction in which energy is released. Here energy is supplied. In endothermic reaction, energy is supplied. In exothermic reaction, energy is released along with the formation of products are called exothermic reaction. We'll understand little better with an example. Burning of natural gases. Let us take an example of methane. CH4 gas that is combining with oxygen in order to form carbon dioxide and water. This gas, methane gas and carbon dioxide combining together in order to release energy. That energy is released in the form of carbon dioxide and water. So this process is known as exothermic reaction, that is energy is released during the formation of products. Endothermic reaction, energy is supplied during the formation of products. Now coming into the point, redox reaction. What is redox reaction? This redox reaction can be understood into two definitions, that is reduction and oxidation. What is reduction? Reduction is nothing but as loss of oxygen or gain of hydrogen, and oxidation is nothing but as gain of oxygen and loss of hydrogen. We'll understand this redox reaction with an example. Let's see carbon oxide that is combining with hydrogen to form carbon plus water. If you see here in this chemical reaction, both the process oxidation as well as reduction is taking place. In carbon oxide, we have seen here carbon oxide, that is their oxygen particle that is present in carbon. When it is combining with hydrogen, in products we have seen carbon is losing oxygen atom and hydrogen is gaining oxygen, which means loss of oxygen. Carbon is best example for loss of oxygen. If you have seen in products, only we have seen carbon alone and separate water. So this is example for carbon oxide, and carbon is example for reduction, and hydrogen plus water is example for oxidation. These two, reduction and oxidation, these two process goes in chemical reaction simultaneously. Now, what is corrosion? When metals are attacked by the substances that are there in the nature, like moisture, acids, gases like any air, something like that, so that it is said to be corroded. This corrosion is mostly seen in Iron, mostly seen in rusting of iron. Why iron is getting rusted? Have you ever questioned why iron is getting rusted? It is nothing because of corrosion process. This corrosion we understood clearly by taking an example of iron that is attacked by many substances that are there in the nature like moisture, acids, gases, etc. So that substance is said to be corrode. This condition is known as corrosion. Example, rusting of irons. Now last topic of this chapter, that is rancidity. With this rancidity, I am going to conclude this chapter, chemical reactions and equations. What is rancidity? The taste and odor of food material containing oil and fat changes when they are left exposed to air to a certain period of time, let's say to long time. So this definition we can understand clearly with examples I have given here. Any food material that containing oil and fat that are left exposed to air, then food material changes its taste, odor and etc., smell, etc. This condition is known as rancidity. Examples, cake, chips, pork, etc. In order to prevent, we need to add antioxidants like nitrogen gas. If you take any chips packet or some kurkure packet, something like that, when you buy that packet is filled with air. That air is nothing but as nitrogen. Why they are adding nitrogen in that? Because nitrogen gas is antioxidant. In order to prevent this rancidity process, they are adding nitrogen gas in that. Why rancidity occurs? Because oxidation of oil and fat present in food material. This rancidity occurs because the process of oxidation that present in food material because oil and fat. With that, I conclude this chapter. For your homework, kindly read this chapter from your textbook and answer all the questions, in-text questions and exercises that are there. Thank you and God bless.